It's time. We are doing Cyno's quest today. Let us see. A suspicious smuggling case. I feel like we're definitely gonna be hunting down criminals today. So we're gonna see how Cyno hunts down criminals. Judgment upon you. Okay. Oh my god, I almost walked off the edge. Do I regret pulling for Cyno?
Just a moment, please.
What? Do I regret pulling for Cyno? Not really. I think he's still fun. He's just not as good as, you know, people think he is. Or as we thought he would be.
You're the Traveler in Paimon, right? I thought you two looked familiar. People have been talking all about you. It's a pleasure to meet you. Do you have a moment? There's something I'd like to discuss with you.
Who are you? Damn.
My name is Nabil. I'm a Matra in the Academia. You're friends with Cyno, right? I've heard him mention you before. Currently, Cyno is out investigating a case involving smuggled canned knowledge. It's been days since we've last heard from him.
Oh no. Do you think he's in trouble?
Nah, he's fine.
Well...
He'll be fine.
To be completely honest, it's pretty hard to imagine anything that could pose a threat to Cyno. But since we haven't heard from him, we're starting to suspect that the case might be more complicated than we had originally thought. Word has it that you two are brave, smart, and extremely capable adventurers. Do you think you could lend us a hand and help investigate the smuggling?
Alright, since you asked so nicely, we'll help.
Do you have any further intel regarding this case?
Large amounts of canned knowledge from unknown origins have been appearing on the market recently. Cyno suspected that there's a secret route being used to move the capsules. According to some research, using large amounts of canned knowledge could lead to some serious consequences. And unfortunately, most people have yet to realize that.
What kind of consequences?
Rumors also have it that some particularly dangerous canned knowledge has made its way into the market. Regardless of whether the rumors are true or not, this case calls for urgent action.
A dangerous canned knowledge.
Last we heard from Cyno, he was investigating somewhere outside Sumeru City. It seems that he had found some leads at the time, but we haven't heard from him since.
Sounds like we better go look for him. Come on!
Alright. So, we gotta go help Cyno bust a canned knowledge case. Cyno, my beloved. Oh! Uh-oh. You need lots of more to level up your characters. It'd be like that. Just kidding. Ah! I got 51 million. Ah! Sorry. Bullying chat, I see. Okay, but when y'all were making fun of me when I was broke, it was okay, huh? Alright. I see how it is.
Dodge this!
No damage though? Okay. No, I don't hate chat. Ow. Doggy. Hi. What's good, boy? What's good, little boy?
Cyno! There you are! We finally found you!
Ah, it's you two. I knew I sensed a familiar presence, but I'm very busy at the moment. We'll have to chat some other time.
We heard about the case of smuggled canned knowledge.
That's right! Nabil asked us to come and check on the situation.
So Nabil told you about this? Divulging my location without authorization.
Oh. Uh-oh.
I'll let it slide for now.
Uh-oh.
This isn't the time for that.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Nabil.
I see. Well, the situation might be more problematic than you anticipated. I've already questioned several people, but gained very little information. Long story short, I was able to learn of the secret location where the canned knowledge is being sold. You're welcome to accompany me if you're interested.
Whoa. Sounds pretty complicated. But having a chance to catch bad guys with Cyno, it's like we're a part of the mantra. Alright, sign us up!
Well, I didn't even say anything. Okay. That voice, though. Oh my god, it's Corpse Husband voice. Oh my god. Oh my god. Remember when Corpse Husband was taking over the world with his voice?
Is this all you got? Seems even less than last time.
What difference does it make? If you see something you like, buy it. If not, then keep walking.
They've been cracking down on us lately, so we don't have much on hand. If you see something that catches your eye, then now's your chance. There's no telling when we'll have more.
What does the academia think they're doing? Alright, I'll take these here. Let me see what else you have. I don't see any real gems in this batch. It's all pretty ordinary stuff.
Ordinary.
Whatever. How much do I owe you?
Wait, so the batch that has the dangerous one is somewhere else.
150K. Show us the Mora, and you'll get the goods.
That's kind of cheap.
Put the Mora down and your hands up.
Oh.
It's Cyno! When's he ever gonna let up?
Hey, forget the goods! Let's split!
But don't forget the Mora!
He grabbing the coins as quick as he can. Like, he's taking his sweet time. Look at him. He counting it. He just counting the coins. Like, okay, okay, this is a 10. Okay, I don't need that. Here's a quarter. Okay, why are there pennies in here, dog?
Dun dun! Not so fast! You can't escape with Paimon on the case!
What is this? He's got backup now? Doesn't everyone say Cyno works alone? I don't like the looks of this. Either way, it's gonna be a tough fight. Any ideas?
It's over. It's not like we're making a big cut anyway. I'm not losing my life here.
Huh? Did they really just give up like that?
I mean, they're just dudes trying to make money, I guess.
Just like the others I've caught. They're not deep in the circle, just dealers at the bottom of the chain. All right, I have one question and one question only. Where did you get this canned knowledge?
The pickup location is different every time. The boss tells us where it's gonna be and that's it. We don't get a say in it. He sends someone every 5 days to bring us the goods.
And when is the next batch coming?
I don't know.
He's telling the truth. Honest. Normally, we should have received a shipment 3 days ago, but we didn't get anything. The stock we have right now is from 8 days ago, which is why there isn't much left.
We're at a dead end already. Cyno wasn't kidding when he said intel was hard to come by. Cyno, this saint.
I know exactly why they didn't receive their last batch. 3 days ago is exactly when I started my investigation.
Oh, so they've already caught on? Damn.
I suspect who's ever running this whole thing knew that I was coming. So they cut all contact with these dealers.
There's a rat somewhere.
When you were trying to escape, you said something about me working alone. Where did you hear that from?
Are you kidding? We've known your name since day one in this business.
We got a
The
snitch
boss warned
somewhere.
us to watch out and even gave us info about you. But here we are. I guess we never stood a chance.
They already knew all about me and were trying to avoid being detected from the very beginning. These small fries are the only ones they leave out in the open. And no matter how many we catch, it won't further our investigation. If only we had another lead. Like a merchant who sells large amounts of canned knowledge.
Oh my god, no way are we going back to Dory. No. No, don't tell me we gotta go back to Dory.
Huh? Oh, you mean someone like
Oh
Nothing?
my god, not that pink.
Do you have a potential suspect? You'd better bring them to me for judgment.
Uh-oh.
Whoa! Judgment?
Bro, you keep running your mouth, Paimon. You gonna end up saying some shit that gonna get us in trouble eventually.
That's right. I won't turn a blind eye on any dangerous suspect.
Oh! Sounds like we shouldn't ever let Cyno meet Dory.
Actually, we were mistaken. We don't know any merchants.
I see. Anyway, I'll think of a way to deal with these two and then continue gathering information. If you manage to learn anything, you can find me at Caravan Rebot. And as for you, I don't ever want to catch you buying canned knowledge again. If you possess any unused knowledge capsules, then you should submit them to the authorities immediately.
Okay, I got it. Just keep your nose out of my business.
Hey! What's with the attitude, mister?
What, you got a problem with that too? Listen, buying canned knowledge is a deal between two people, the buyer and the seller. We don't need people like you butting in on our business here.
Uh-huh.
Think about it. If the academia is hoarding something as convenient and useful like canned knowledge, then they must have been planning only to use it for themselves. Am I right?
You may have a point.
The academia has clearly published the potential dangers of canned knowledge. I don't like having to repeat things. And besides, I'm sure you wouldn't listen anyway.
Is this... Okay, well, yeah, this takes before the academia fell. So,
I just hope you understand that
keep
your
that in mind.
actions are what fuels the smuggling of canned knowledge. If I ever catch you again, I will personally see to it that you are punished.
damn, okay, man,
All
chill.
right, Traveler. I need to go now.
Right. Relax. Bro is always on demon time. Damn.
Ha! You think you can scare me?
Traveler, why don't we go talk to Dory? She's got loads of connections and might be able to tell us something about all this. If Paimon remembers correctly, she's usually at the palace of Alcazar's. Let's go!
Okay, okay, this is definitely not how you say that. That is definitely not how you say that. Isn't it like Alakazazari or something? Alakazazari or something. I don't know. Or Alcazazari. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say for me, but now I gotta go to Dory. Oh God. Somebody put the pink-haired girl in the cage. Cave when? Probably when All Hatham's quest comes out, maybe. Why'd you wave to me? I'm not waving back to you.
I see. So that's the latest scoop. Good thing you didn't rat me out. Otherwise, who knows where I'd have to be hiding to avoid attention.
Do you know who is smuggling the canned knowledge?
No idea. Sorry. I've already cashed out of the canned knowledge business. Huh? You mean you stopped selling it? That's right. With so much canned knowledge flooding the market, it was becoming impossible to fetch decent prices anymore.
She cashed out. Man, she noticed. Dang.
Besides, it seems that group of smugglers has practically taken over the market. It's a little rule of mine to never fight for a share of someone else's market. If I'm gonna make Mora, it's gonna be the lion's share.
Alright, I'll give you that.
Plus, with regulations getting as tight as they are now, I figured I might as well just hang it up. Sounds like we came all this way for nothing. Well, not completely. Granted, I don't know who's behind all the smuggling activity, but since you didn't sell me out, I'll let you in on what I do know. After all, those smugglers have really crossed the line, butting their way into the market like that. I hope their luck runs out soon so that I can take over. I mean, so that the industry can become more fairly regulated.
Yeah, you don't have to hide it. We already know.
Hey, you just want to make more business for yourself.
Is selling canned knowledge really that lucrative? I mean, considering she practically scammed us for like, I don't know, what, 500,000 Mora? She scammed us of 500k Mora for like a fraction. Not even like like a tiny amount of power for ourselves.
Don't underestimate its value. Think about it. You can gain all sorts of knowledge while bypassing the troublesome process of studying. Naturally, that makes it a product worth a high price. Of course, not everyone needs that kind of knowledge, but in a market as big as Sumeru, there is plenty of demand. Plus, the cost of production is relatively low, so even if dealers have to cover transportation costs, there's still an enormous profit to be made. Then why does the academia prohibit selling canned knowledge? Being able to gain complex knowledge and become a scholar with the snap of your fingers does sound like a dream, doesn't it? But everything in the world comes at a price, right?
Yeah.
Gaining knowledge is a complicated process. It requires learning, thinking, and practice.
Everything I don't want to do.
When it comes to my own business, I have to go through a lot of preparation before I put anything out for sale.
That's all the things that I don't want to do. Maybe that's why I'm dumb.
But with canned knowledge, one may simply skip all the hassle and get whatever they need to know immediately. That inherently leads to at least two potential problems. First, you'll accept the knowledge as factual without a second thought, and you'll find it very hard to forget. This means that if the knowledge is flawed, then it'll be very difficult to correct. And second, excess use of knowledge capsules over an extended time diminishes your ability to think.
Oh.
You'll end up becoming like a library that can only store knowledge.
Oh, dude. We're back up. Damn. Okay. So you become... So if you use it too much, you won't be able to think over time? Become a library that can only store knowledge. Huh. Okay.
Oh, that does sound pretty dangerous. Traveler, you used canned knowledge before. Did you feel any negative effects?
Not in particular.
Of course, using it sparingly is not an issue, which is exactly why I used to sell it. It's just like how medicine can be used to cure diseases, but can also do harm when overused. It all comes down to balancing the right amount. 14 loop.
Thank you, Amyoki, for the 14 months. I'm back.
Anyway, back to the point. There'll be consequences if the sale of canned knowledge by those smugglers is left unchecked. And what's worse, you're playing right into their hands by focusing only on the canned knowledge that's made its way into the market.
So what is she trying to say?
As far as I know, their real purpose is to distribute information about the Court of Desolation. That's where the real business opportunity is. The Court of Desolation? What's that? Rumor has it that it's a site of ruins from the age of King Deshret. It's said that with the treasures inside, one can see beyond life and death.
Oh.
But any research of the ruins is strictly banned by the academia.
Wait, is that the same one that you go into during a world quest? Was that the one that you go into during like the it's like the golden something world quest. I forget if I forget if that's the same place you go into.
Word on the street is that there'll be an auction taking place in the desert. They're auctioning rare canned knowledge, some of which is related to the Court of Desolation.
The golden slumber? Yeah. I'm not sure if that's the same place you go into.
Once I heard about the auction, I began to suspect that all the canned knowledge popping up on the market is just a diversion. I'd wager that their real target is the Court of Desolation.
But why use canned knowledge to distribute information?
Because studying those ruins is not just a simple matter. It requires knowledge spanning several fields. So, if they're aiming to quickly assemble a research team, canned knowledge would be the best solution. As for the auction, chances are they're trying to attract and scout out anyone with interest or expertise on the subject. On the other hand, no one can say for sure that they will ever succeed in finding the Court of Desolation. So, they might as well just make a fortune while they're at it by hyping up the related canned knowledge at the auction.
Okay.
Sounds to Paimon like we better head to the desert and see the auction. Who knows, we might find some leads there. That's right. And now that I've shared all that valuable info with you, it's time to introduce our limited edition desert travel kit. It comes complete with a map straight to the auction location.
I don't give a damn.
As I said, I also have to make preparations before I sell things, right? Now, let me consider how much I should sell this for. I've got it. 500,000 mora per kit.
500k?
Bargain.
Who do you think I am? Okay, I'm not broke, but like, who do you think I am to buy it from you? Who do you think I am to buy it from you, dog? Come on, be real with yourself. Come on, you think I'm gonna buy that for 250k? That's more than the canned knowledge them dudes was selling before, bruh.
What? That's super expensive. No need to worry, little one. Cyno's the one heading this investigation, isn't he? I'll be sure to bill all the expenses to him. All you'll need to do is tell him to go to the Merchants Guild and pay the bill once the mission is completed. Just, be sure to not send him directly here, though, okay? That would leave me completely in the open.
Yeah, I'll be sure to not do that.
I'm sure the General Mahamatra of the Academia would never leave any debt unpaid. And I can only imagine the funds he's allocated for investigations. Oh, maybe I should charge him more. We'd better get going. If Dory keeps at it, we'll be out of Mora.
See ya, Dory. I'm out of here. Actually, is there any more dialogue?
By the way, it would be quite a tricky task to get all the canned knowledge off the market, don't you think? You'd probably be making some enemies along the way, too. Huh? What makes you say that? Because in the short run, the circulation of canned knowledge benefits everyone. Whoever's behind the smuggling gets a chance to study the Court of Desolation, while knowledge dealers stand to make big profits. Even the buyers get a rare chance to easily access knowledge that's hard to come by. So, you see, it's a win for everyone. Who would want anyone stepping in and ruining the deal,
Yeah, well, that would have been us. I kind of was us.
The long-term consequences that lie ahead, most people can't see them, nor would they even believe them. So, if you think about it, you're setting yourself up to be targeted by everyone.
But I don't know if is that even a legitimate reason to stop, to like
You've
not
got
interfere?
quite the challenge ahead of you. I can only imagine how stressed you'll feel. How about I recommend a book for you? It's called 100 Ways to De-Stress and Live Your Best. I'll offer you a 30% discount right now.
How about 100 ways to shut your mouth?
Again? No way we're falling for that.
100 ways to disappear. The book. Please leave.
news for you. What the smugglers are really after is a chance to research the Court of Desolation. They are hosting an auction in the desert to sell canned knowledge about those ruins.
The Court of Desolation. I won't ask how you came by this intel, but is it reliable?
It should be.
We also heard that the Court of Desolation contains treasures from the time of King Deshret. Is that true?
Partially. It was a secret place built by a dark sect from the age of King Deshret. The ruins do contain treasures, but the place is also rife with unknown dangers. According to past research, one must forfeit their life as the price of entering.
Oh.
They are not some ordinary ruins, so the academia has strictly prohibited any related research.
Oh, so you pretty much just die going inside.
However,
Okay.
if they are using the canned knowledge as a way to move information and recruit researchers, then I suppose your conclusion does hold some validity. Regardless, we need to go into the desert.
Are there many people trying to study the Court of Desolation?
Less in recent years, but there are always those who attempt to do so, both inside and outside the academia. After all, legends claim that whoever obtains the treasures inside can see beyond life and death, or even resurrect the dead.
Nah, that'd be impossible. Nah, they could never. Wait. What if? Huh. If that were true, though, wouldn't the Fatui try to get their hands on that so they could resurrect somebody? Because that would be pretty overpowered, huh?
Death is often the greatest grievance for many people. Though they're fully aware that the chance of these rumors being true are slim, they hold tight to such fantasies and pursue them regardless. That's why some continue to research it, regardless of it being a restricted subject. On top of that, it's hard to track the source of information contained in canned knowledge. Do you know where the auction is taking place?
Yes, we do.
Good. We'll go investigate. But before that, we'll have to get rid of these people tailing us.
Who?
Huh? People tailing us?
That's right. Let's begin to leave town and see what happens. I'm sure they'll reveal themselves as soon as we make a move. Don't worry. I'll make short work of them.
Okay.
That's Cyno for ya. But we can lend a hand too, you know.
We're too nice for that. Would they really want to resurrect Senora? I don't know. Probably not. It'd be too much of a cop-out for me. At least in my opinion. They wasted money on her coffin. They got a banker with them. They'll be fine. They've got a toy. They've got a dude that runs a toy making business and a banker. They'll be fine.
Hold it right there. Heading to the desert, are we? I would think twice if I were you.
Huh? Who are you?
That doesn't matter. All you need to know is that someone wishes to inform you that it's not too late to turn back. You must be Cyno. I've heard a lot about you. You've got quite a reputation. But this time you're in over your head. Unless you turn around right now, I'm afraid that even you won't return unscathed.
What is he talking about?
And as for you two, why bother sticking your noses in trouble that doesn't even concern you?
We're here to help Cyno.
That's right. We won't just sit back and do nothing.
Ha! Have you really thought it through? You're not just doing this for recognition, are you, Cyno? My employer said that he's willing to compromise as long as you just walk away. He could, for example, reduce the amount of canned knowledge on the market. I'm sure that would help your investigation appear to be successful enough. On top of that, he's willing to give you a cut of the profit. So you see, you get both Mora and a boost to your reputation. I can't think of a reason why you would pass that up.
You're asking the guy who wanted to revolt against the academia to commit corruption. Okay. Very smart.
Is that so? Well, I can't think of a reason why I'd accept. I've heard enough.
Sorry, no can do. We're getting paid to ensure you disappear. Since you won't turn back willingly, then we're gonna have to make you go back.
Ah, yes, this will surely go well. Alright, here, this is how we do it. We do this, press E, do this, and you just go ahead.
You're in for a little shock. Blitz.
It's funny because he was the first one to fall. What is his booty ass damage? What do they have on him? Staff of the Scarlet Sands. I swear if I see noblesse on this shit, I swear if I see noblesse on Cyno. Come on, don't do this to me. No. No. Why? What is this? Nah. What the fuck are you doing, Hoyovers? What is y'all doing in there? Y'all is not cooking in there. Nah, what is this? Oh my god.
Scatter!
No, I will not let them cook. They are not cooking shit.
Your penance is due! Guilty!
Regret. This doesn't change anything. You're in over your head, Cyno. There will be others coming for you. You'll regret it. Let's get out of here.
Shouldn't we follow them?
No need. Even if we apprehend them, there'll be little information to gain. Besides, it might also be a trap. I apologize for bringing you into this dangerous mess. Just being associated with me will inevitably cause you to become targets as well.
That's okay.
You should be careful from now on. Sleep with one eye open.
Wait, hold on. There's no way anyone could sleep without closing their eyes. Right?
It's okay.
You'd be surprised. Anyway, just be careful.
Can anybody do that?
Mercenaries are never quick to forget. In their line of work, even a single failure is bad for reputation.
Can anybody do that at all? Sleep with one eye open?
They may even stay hidden in some dark corner for a very long time, waiting for the right moment to ambush you. They'll do anything to keep their prestige intact.
Have you encountered that kind of situation before?
Yes. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was carrying out a mission with one of my superiors. I didn't have much experience at the time, and I let my guard down after we had closed the case. We ended up being attacked by the remainder of the mercenaries.
Oh no.
My superior was injured while protecting me, and we struggled to gain control of the situation. I've become more vigilant ever since, staying alert even while I sleep.
Whoa, who could have seen that coming? Was he okay?
He survived with a fractured wrist.
Ow.
It took 2 months for him to recover. But luckily, there weren't any further complications. Last year, he transferred to an administrative role for personal reasons, and no longer participates in live missions. His name is Taj Radkani.
Taj
A very
Radkani.
well-respected Matra. You'll have the chance to meet him someday.
Is that gonna be an important name?
Anyway, our mission will be dangerous. I'm already used to such grueling conditions, but I don't want to see you two get hurt.
Don't worry, Paimon will stay alert. We'll see danger coming a mile away.
Let's all do our best.
Good. Don't worry. It won't be long till we're at the bottom of this. And once this is all over, I'll sweep away any other hidden dangers.
Cyno must be a super light sleeper. He is not like me. Why is everyone acting like we haven't killed gods? That's what I'm good about. That's what I was trying to say. That's what I was thinking. Cause why do people always act as if the Traveler has literally never like beaten up gods before? Like we don't tell stories about us beating dragons.
So hot. If only there was some shade for us to cool off under.
Even Zhongli's own pet. People acting like we haven't beaten them before. Oh wait, well then again, we did get help from Zhongli and the other guy. So yeah. Maybe we should take a break.
We still have a long way to go, so you'll need to hang in there for a while longer. This is not a good place to rest anyway.
Okay. But don't you feel hot too, Cyno?
Of course, but I'm accustomed to these conditions.
Care to share any tips? Paimon's about to melt away.
Just try to stay focused. Use your willpower to support your mind. The moment you start to give in is when you'll feel more tired.
That's kind of true. As soon as you start to ignore it, as soon as you like start focusing on something else, you won't really pay attention to how hot or cold or tired you are.
Take one step after another. Don't let your mind perceive your body's limitations. We must get somewhere safe before we can relax.
Okay, if you say so. But where would be a more safe place to rest? Paimon thinks this is a perfectly safe place to stop. Just look around, it's just sand and desert. There aren't any monsters for miles around.
Oh.
Whoa, where did these scorpions come from?
Big scorpion.
Watch out. Something's not right about them.
What? Hey!
Propagate!
They're dead.
Well, Paimon really didn't expect to see those here.
Those weren't just normal scorpions. See? There are marked numbers on their pincers.
3?
They were raised by someone.
Wait, is that 3 or 13? What is this Kapchka ass number? So you mean
Someone doesn't want us to show up at the auction. These scorpions were sent to keep us away. We are surrounded by desert as far as the eye can see. If we were killed out here, nobody would ever know.
This place is super dangerous. Good thing we didn't let our guard down.
Something's not right. There are no roads in the desert, so how could they know where we are? Stay still.
what? Oh, they put a tracker on us. Dang, we didn't notice that? How?
Here's the answer. They must have planted this on you.
Huh? What is it?
A miniature tracking device made by the Ksharawar. They can use this to discern your approximate location.
Who could have put it on us though? What?
But this device wasn't licensed for mass production. Where did they get it? Could someone from the Ksharawar also be involved? But that doesn't seem right.
Whoa! Paimon never knew that kind of thing even existed! Why would it be on him?
They probably planted it on the Traveler during our fight with the mercenaries earlier.
I'm sorry, I didn't notice.
It was a frantic fight. It's only natural you didn't notice the device.
Dory? Nah, it couldn't be. Nah. Okay, if she actually did do that, she is going on bottom tier forever.
Well, good thing you were able to find it, Cyno. Now let's get rid of it.
No. Hold on to it for now. It might still be useful for us. Let's keep heading to the auction. It would be dangerous to linger here any longer.
Dead.
Freeze!
Was it on his scarf? Yeah, because they were pointing towards a scarf.
Cool it! Scatter!
Hey! They're back again! How many of them are there?
Oh.
Surrender immediately.
Germinate!
They die so easy. This is the problem with having fully built characters. They just die so easy. Enemies just die so easy in the overworld. You don't even gotta use like two ults on them. They send you free meat, yeah. This area is so pretty with the sunset. Look how pretty it is. Oh, also, I saw a post earlier of somebody pointing out that the stars and the night sky in the desert is actually a night sky. But if you go into places like, if you go into Sumeru City or Mondstadt or Liyue Harbor, it's a completely different sky. But the desert is the only place where it's not like that.
Weird. Is this where the auction is?
There's nobody here.
Yeah, not a single soul. Maybe they're on break right now or something.
We didn't waste any time getting here after we defeated those mercenaries. They shouldn't have been able to give any warning of our arrival. But even so, they still knew we were coming. Someone here must have been watching the tracker and warned everyone to clear out.
Aw, what should we do now?
We searched the area. They couldn't have moved all the knowledge capsules so quickly.
Yeah.
There might still be something left for us to find.
Alright, let's take a good look around the area.
So that would that mean parts of Tevat aren't affected by the fake sky? Yeah, basically. I think they were saying that that the desert is one of the areas that doesn't have a god in it. So that's why the sky is different, because there is no god presiding in this area. So Celestia isn't exactly watching over it. But every other area like Liyue Harbor, Mondstadt, Sumeru City, Inazuma, they all have gods in it, so the scattered footprints have not been completely buried by the winds and sand, but it's impossible to speculate on the direction of the merchants' escape from the footprints. American knowledge seems nothing to do with the Court of Desolation. Large amount of canon knowledge has been piled. That's an extremely large amount of Mora. Oh, he left this big boy behind. Aww. Hunter Beast is drinking water leisurely and seems to be completely unaffected.
Did you find anything?
No.
No, nothing in particular.
Only some average looking knowledge capsules.
It's possible there weren't many knowledge capsules containing info about the Court of Desolation, so they carried those off. But don't worry. I have another idea. You two start heading back the way we came. I will remain hidden here. Come back and meet me here after some time has passed. I'm sure something will come up by then.
So that's why you wanted me to carry the tracking device.
They packed up in a hurry and didn't have time to carry off all their goods. They won't just leave them here. Once they think we've left the premises, they'll be back to pick up their belongings. We just need to make sure the tracker goes far enough from here to make them assume that it's safe to come back.
Oh, Paimon gets it. We'll lure them out because they'll think we've left.
Ah, big brain. Simple but good.
Okay, we'll start heading away and leave this place to you.
Yes, and don't worry. If they dare to return, I'll make sure they stay.
Okay. So much angst in him.
There's no time to lose. Leave as soon as you're ready.
Man, I wish they made him more powerful. He would have been the most badass character in this game. They had to nerf him. You thought I wail? No, I don't wail. I have not spent a single cent on this game. Ever. And I do not plan on doing it. All of the Primo Gems I have been saved up from the entire time I've played. Primo Gem check. 16K. I'm broke. Oh, my Primo Gems. I've lost so many Primo Gems. Will I ever C6? Yeah, I've C6'd. I've C6'd some characters. Like, the Traveler, that's a given. Goro? Oh, wait, no, not Goro, actually. Not Goro. Wait, who was it that I C6? I think it was... Oh, yeah, Yanfei. I've C6'd Yanfei. Don't know who else I've C6'd, though. I've almost C6'd Ningguang, actually. That's kind of cool. No. Oh, yeah, C6 Xingqiu. That's pretty cool. Nobody else. Oh yeah, no, Sayu too. There's only 3 characters that I have C6, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. But will I ever C6 a 5-star? No. That's too much money.
Tired. We've probably gone far enough now, right?
This is far enough, or we should go a little further. A little further.
Further? But Paimon can't go another step. How about we rest here for a while?
I'll carry you, Paimon. Come on, stop being a baby. Stop being baby Paimon.
It's probably about time for us to head back to the auction. Let's go. Maybe Cyno's finally found some leads.
She floats? Yeah. But she has said before that that her floating actually does take power. She even got mad at us for saying that for like underestimating the amount of power it takes for her to float. We don't know exactly how she floats though.
Oh, looks like Cyno caught someone. So you're the bad guy behind all this, aren't ya? All right, tell Paimon everything you know.
Does he know anything about the smuggling? He doesn't seem like it. He's like a normal dude.
I didn't act immediately when he showed up. Rather, I laid low and observed for a while instead. He is not the primary instigator, but he is most likely one of the more important dealers here. Am I right?
Yes, impressive. You certainly live up to your reputation, Cyno.
Oh, never mind. I'd be a bad detective.
You were still around, I wouldn't have gotten so greedy.
Damn. Hey, man, I would be a horrible detective. Man, if this content creation thing doesn't work out, I'm going to McDonald's, aren't I?
Huh? Greedy? What do you mean by that?
Once everyone knew you were coming, all the canned knowledge dealers abandoned their goods and fled at once. Obviously, there wasn't time to pack up everything. Since all the goods were just left here unsupervised, I thought I'd use the opportunity to come back and take what I could. You know, free merchandise is good business, but I suppose there's no use explaining it now.
Stupid.
You must know who's manufacturing and selling the canned knowledge, correct? Will you tell us willingly? Or do I need to make you talk?
No, I'll talk. But before that, perhaps we can take the conversation elsewhere?
Hey, look, there's Celestia in the background.
If we stay here, chances are that someone will see me with you. That would put both me and my family in danger.
All right. Where do you suggest we go?
How about my home in Aru Village? It should be safe there.
Fine. Let's head out. You can throw away the tracker now, Traveler.
Listen, buddy, you better not try to trick us.
Come on now. Do you really think I'd try to pull anything under Cyno's watch? Seriously, what can I even do?
Look at all these puzzles I haven't done yet. Waiting for Cyno and Hazel to meet. Yeah, that'll be the day that one day that'll be when Hoyoverse finally decides to actually make people from different regions collide and collaborate with each other in canon and not during like some sort of event.
I'll keep this close.
Never mind then. Exactly. As soon as you say not during an event, oh nope, all that's thrown out the window. Chasm Quest? Okay, yeah, that's the exception. True. That is an exception. Colin and Amber meet up? That's right. Man, they should have done that as well. She should be able to as well. She should be able to as well, considering her Elazar is gone. So.
Oh, we have guests? Hi there.
This is my daughter, Seeming. She can be a little shy of strangers. Why don't you run along now, dear? Dad needs to talk with our guests.
Oh, okay.
Everyone knows Cyno in our business, but let me ask, who are you two?
Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
To be honest, I really didn't expect to see Cyno, the lone operator, working with any partners. When I saw the tracker start moving away, I assumed you had decided to just go back empty-handed. But even though you caught me, I'd still urge you to stop while you still can. You should abandon this investigation.
Why?
Why is that?
Everything from the manufacturing of canned knowledge to the sales and even splitting the profits. Every step of the process involves dozens, if not hundreds of people. Massive profits have brought everyone together in this business. Everyone will try their best to defend this industry that we've worked to build. It will be a long and difficult fight, even for you, Cyno.
Ah.
And even if you manage to win in the end, no one will thank you. If anything, you yourself might even feel remorse. Why are you so bent on putting us out of business?
That's kind of a tough decision though, cause there still is the danger of the dangerous canned knowledge and stuff, and like the excessive uses of canned knowledge as well. Is it really worth keeping it around? I don't know.
Everyone has their own reasons for what they do. I don't have to explain mine.
Here's some tea, Dad. And for the guests, too.
Right. I forgot to offer tea to our guests. Thank you.
Don't mention it. And, I should tell you that our tea tastes kind of bitter, but I put some sugar in to make it a little tastier.
That's my girl. Do we still have any sugar left? If not, I'll buy some more next time.
He's just trying to provide for his daughter.
Yes, we do. Okay. I'm gonna go have a rest now.
Cyno's thinking.
Didn't you say that everyone's in it for the massive profits? That sure doesn't seem to be the case for you.
Well, massive profits equals healthy family, so.
Actually, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I was hoping to ask you for a favor. My daughter was born with a chronic disease, so she has a relatively weak heart and lungs.
Damn.
Even slightly strenuous exercise can cause her to faint and prove to be a life-threatening risk.
Oh, nah.
That's why she never really had any friends to play with, and why she locks herself up in her room most of the time. She has to take lots of medicine, and it doesn't come cheap.
Come on, man. Oh, you had to hit us with the sob story, didn't you?
As for me, I was just an average merchant. I would wake up early and travel all around to make a profit. But the Mora was still nowhere near enough. I could only watch my daughter's health deteriorate day by day.
So he turned to the illegal means to get the money.
Until one day, someone reached out and showed me a way to really make a profit.
Yeah. Okay, I feel like they're trying to like... You know what they're trying to say with this? It's kind of like trying to say... It's kind of like in real life how some people who are really struggling and like have a really hard time out here, and like when they're not able to make ends meet through regular means, they have to turn into illegal shit like this, you know, with like drugs and, you know, shady business. It's kind of like alluding to that, or it's kind of like hinting towards that.
Selling canned knowledge.
That's right. With all the Mora I made, I could finally afford medical treatment for my daughter. Nothing made me happier than seeing her get better.
Because at the end of the day, a lot of people out here are just trying to provide for themselves or their family. So
there are many others like me. Smuggling canned knowledge might seem like an unforgivable crime to you, but to us, it's a means of survival. I wanted to tell you all this so that maybe you could understand and change your mind. Please, stay out of this, Cyno. Give us a way to survive.
Oh no. That means that if we prevent the sale of canned knowledge, his daughter will...
Yeah. That's the dilemma.
I must get to the truth. I can find someone to help treat your child, but I cannot turn a blind eye to the smuggling. These are two completely different issues.
I somehow knew you would say that. But having your word to help my daughter is enough for me. Since you insist on continuing the investigation, you should have a look around the back of my home. You'll find some goods I received just recently. I think everything will become clear to you once you see them.
Whoa! Look at all of this!
Whoa, wait, what are these canned knowledge differently colored?
Yes, all neatly packed away and organized in boxes. To think that this is only one dealer's worth.
Bye-bye, Alice. And bye-bye, hi, Junie. Hi, Junio.
Small producers couldn't
Junio.
possibly support such a large quantity of goods. Could the academia have a hand in this? But such a volume of goods wouldn't be able to slip through inspection.
Huh? Look! These seem different from the other knowledge capsules we've seen.
Yeah.
Maybe they contain knowledge about the Court of Desolation.
Yes, that would make sense. Wait, what's this?
Some sort of marking we've never seen before.
Yes. It's a Matra seal, indicating that the goods have passed Matra inspection.
Wait. Oh. Wait.
I started to suspect that someone in the academia might be involved when I found the tracker earlier. But how they could ship so much canned knowledge out of the academia was still a mystery. The pieces have now all fallen into place. With this Matra seal, goods can leave the academia without undergoing a second inspection.
Government supplied. Oh my goodness. Government supplied fucking canned knowledge. Huh. I see.
No wonder they don't want me to investigate. It turns out that a Matra is behind this. Even I find it hard to believe.
It could be a misunderstanding. Yeah, surely, Traveler.
Could I ask you for a favor, Traveler? Since all this canned knowledge came from the academia, then it's highly likely that the knowledge regarding the Court of Desolation originated from research files stored within the academia. If we can enter the repository, we can find out who accessed these files. But, considering my current status, if I suddenly show up at the academia now, it will only draw unnecessary attention. You'll need to be the one who checks the records.
Okay.
I'll write a letter to Nabil, and he'll take you there.
Sure thing! Leave it to us!
I'll also keep working here in the meantime. Although our leads are all currently pointing to someone within the academia, it's obvious that they also have power outside of it. We can get more information on other dealers from Bahari. I'll stay here and make some preparations. You can come find me anytime if you uncover more info.
Okay. I see. The motherfucking government supplying these people with this
If
shit.
you start sniffing around the academia, it won't be long before people catch on to you. And once word gets out, they'll soon be after my daughter and I.
Don't worry.
You're gonna take them
I'll
out.
find them before things escalate that far. But if you still feel uneasy, then why don't you tell me about anyone else you know who was involved? The more information I have, the safer you will be.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to get better. I don't want to be stuck at home by myself anymore.
Oh. We also have to remember that this is before the academia, the revolution against the academia. So surely this shit stops after, you know, the sages were overthrown, right? Right? Surely. It's...
Hello, we meet again. Have you managed to find Cyno? If so, how's he doing?
Sure.
I read the letter and must admit that I hadn't expected things to be so serious. Sorry. Had I known it would be so dangerous, I never would have gotten you two involved.
It's alright. We wanted to help Cyno too.
I can tell that he really trusts you. The research files stored away in the restricted repository are far from ordinary. Everything there is essentially about dangerous research that's forbidden by the academia. Even I don't usually have authorization to enter, but with this letter from Cyno, it shouldn't be a problem.
Forbidden research.
That's right. Granted, the academia is very
Hey, where's
supportive
my-
when it comes to research.
Where's
They
my-
encourage scholars to conduct all kinds of studies.
Where's my element? Why is my thing black?
However, Some forms of research have proven to be so dangerous that the Matra have to step in and put a stop to them. Normally, after some particular research becomes prohibited, the majority of the related files will be destroyed. But some information may be retained as a record to warn later researchers. Such information is kept in the restricted repository, which is heavily guarded. Follow me, I'll show you. Hopefully, we'll find the answers that Cyno is looking for.
Look, I don't have a vision on my, or I don't have an element on my thing right now.
The restricted repository. Sounds
See it?
kinda dangerous. We'd better keep an eye out.
Oh, that's interesting. Now it's back. Turned it off. You need to recharge the suit. You think his earrings have batteries in them?
Okay, I understand.
He's got LEDs earring on. He's got LED earrings on.
Since Cyno is vouching for you, I suppose we can trust you. You may browse the information regarding the Court of Desolation. Ask me if you have any questions. But I'd suggest avoiding any other research files. Sometimes the less you know, the better.
That's a Tame Impala song.
Huh. So this is the restricted repository. I never
Oh,
thought
I
I'd
just
see
had
the
an-
inside of it. This is a first for both you and me.
I just had a nasty thought. Y'all are gonna hate me for saying this, but like, do you think the traveler ever washes his ears? Like the earrings? How crusty do you think his fucking earrings are? Does he ever take them off? Never mind. All thanks to Cyno. Do you also know Cyno?
There are many who do not openly converse with others within the academia. But even so, there are very few who I feel could be trusted with a real secret. Cyno happens to be one of them. Even though he's no longer in the academia, I still trust him. And that goes for anyone he trusts as well. The files are over there. Just make it quick.
What? Somebody's gotta ask these questions. If nobody else will, I will. Records have been counting of Haravatat researchers, yeah. Records of an Haravatat researcher being sentenced to prison for deciphering forbidden documents. Dang. Malka AS. Records an accountant of a Spontamod researcher who was expelled from the academia for studying mechanical life forms. Yeah. Over here. Oh my god, reading! Oh, dog, okay. Despite repeated prohibitions, research of the Desolation in the past decade has increased without ceasing. Researchers who study the Court of Desolation mainly go through the 3 stages: discovery, investigation, and fanaticism. The earliest stage of research is the relatively basic discovery phase, which causes little to no harm. The results of the discoveries will show that treasures related to life and death may be hidden within the Court of Desolation. This is also where the rumor of bringing the dead back to life may begin. Following the initial phase is a prolonged investigation phase. All documentation regarding the location of the Court of Desolation has been vague at best. As a result, their structure itself has never been truly discovered. Many researchers deplete their resources of searching in the desert, only to find a scant few remaining stone tablets with the words "Entering the Court of Desolation comes at as the price of one's life." 2 different interpretations of the line have quickly emerged as a result. Some believe that the price of one's life is the key to entering the Court of Desolation, while others asserted that it was a requirement for the court to appear. Because the Court of Desolation has never been discovered, the latter view gradually became mainstream. As a result, many researchers went in a short period of time overtaken by their fervent desire to make the Court of Desolation appear, they tended to sacrifice their lives. Relevant research became increasingly dangerous and eventually banned. But even after that, many academia scholars secretly continued their research. It was not until 7 scholars, including Murtada Radkani, were arrested that research into the Court of Desolation entered a period of stagnation once again. Wait, isn't that the person that? That's the part. Wait, we've heard that name before. Huh. Okay.
Whoa, there's a lot to read here. Have you found anything yet?
Yeah, this researcher's name sounds familiar.
Huh. It reminds Paimon of Cyno's former partner.
Yeah.
His former partner. That would be Taj Radkani. But you're not far off. Murtada Radkani was Taj's only son.
What? Taj's son went to prison for researching the Court of Desolation?
Why do you sound so surprised? You're a Matra, aren't you?
It's just that they arrested him in secret, so it was never publicly known. All I knew was that Taj's son was taken to prison. It's not just me. I bet even Cyno didn't know about it.
Is there a way we could meet him?
No. Unfortunately, there isn't. He took his own life not long after he went to prison.
Damn.
You've heard about Taj, right? I know Nabil has. Every Matra knows him. I would say he's probably pushing 50 this year, which makes him one of the most experienced Matra. He is a man of integrity and honesty, and has made countless achievements. His reputation goes back a long way now. He used to be Cyno's only partner.
Pushing 50.
Taj is also skilled with the polearm, so the two of them used to practice together when they weren't out on a mission.
Oh, skilled with the polearm. Okay, alright.
Ah, right.
Alright, I see him.
I heard Cyno mention that before. But one day, Taj suddenly decided to retire from active duty and I wonder if it had anything to do with the Murtada incident.
Why do I keep skipping? I only do this while I'm on stream.
Taj was already very well known by the time Murtada was born. So when Murtada came to study at the Academia, everyone had high expectations of him. He had to face a lot of pressure. Then he had an unpleasant dispute with his father, but they were eventually able to work things out. Not long after they had reconciled, Murtada was caught studying the Court of Desolation, which is in violation of Academia rules. Taj arrested his son and put him behind bars. He begged for leniency, but Taj wouldn't agree. Shortly after, Murtada slit his own throat with the pieces of a broken bowl.
Damn, okay. Gruesome.
By the time Taj arrived at the scene, it was already too late. He never had a last chance to see his son.
That's not an image I want in my mind.
Since then, Taj has been periodically coming to the repository. He'll hold the files from his son's research with a remorseful look on his face. I guess that's why he chose to move to administrative work.
I had no idea that happened. That must be really hard for Taj. I've never heard him mention that to anyone.
That's awful. Paimon feels terrible now. Are you okay, Traveler?
You said Taj comes to the respiratory? You said Taj comes to the repository?
Wait, don't tell me you're starting to suspect Taj now. Impossible. Taj would never do that. I mean, yes, he does have a big reputation and has access to such research, but this is Taj we're talking about. He would never do anything against regulations. Never.
But if you claim that the canned knowledge was originating from the Academia, then Taj is indeed a suspect. Because he was the only one who could have recently gone through research files about the Court of Desolation. There are so many files about those ruins that it would be difficult to restart any research, since the 7 original researchers were put behind bars. It's hard enough just trying to make sense of these files. However, if the files were made into canned knowledge, they could be understood immediately. By doing so, one could restart the research outside the Academia without anyone ever noticing.
But even so...
According to the legends, the treasures inside the Court of Desolation could allow someone to see beyond life and death.
Oh.
Or even bring the dead back to life, right?
Oh.
So maybe Taj is trying to bring Murtada back.
Yeah.
though I don't really believe Taj would ever try to do something like that.
Would he
I'm just
really?
telling you what I know. It's the job of the Matra to find the truth and track down criminals. Do you have any questions? If not, it'd be best if you would leave now.
Paimon's kinda confused. What should we do from here?
Okay, let's go ask around somewhere else.
Oh, now that I think about it, Cyno suspected that the canned knowledge was coming from within the academia, right? There's no way so many boxes could ever get through without drawing any attention. Maybe we could try asking people around the gate of the academia and see what we can find. Don't worry, Tosh. I won't let your reputation be tarnished.
He really doesn't think he'd do such a
Alrighty
thing.
then. Let's go ask around.
I mean, do you really think you know him though? Cause a man who has lost his only son could definitely do some shit like that. I mean, you never know.
Do you have any other questions?
And a man who's lost his only son could definitely do something like that. And honestly, like, if you were to investigate something like that, so it'd be like, even if you aren't able to find anything and you can't bring back anybody from the dead, at least he would die trying, so.
Excuse me. Have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the academia recently?
Huh. Well, yes, but isn't that pretty normal? The academia consumes so many resources each day, everything from cooking ingredients, raw materials, even equipment for experiments. It's normal for goods to be coming in and out.
Right, but we're looking for shipments with a Matra seal. Have you seen any like that?
That I'm not too sure of. I normally wouldn't notice whether the goods have any seals or not. Maybe you should ask someone else.
Oh. That was useful.
Excuse me, have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the academia recently?
No, not that I'm aware of. Perhaps you could ask someone else?
Bro, we got no leads. Damn. How about you? Come on.
Excuse me, have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the academia recently?
Huh? Why do you ask?
I'm just checking to ensure nothing unusual has happened.
That's already sus. Any normal person would have said no first thing.
Well, I can't say it's unusual, but I did notice something. There's a Kashar Rawar researcher who's been making frequent shipments recently. Dozen of large boxes each time, if not more. When I asked him about it, he said they just contained a bunch of old worn-out machines. The Kashar Rawar used to often sell scrap machines to traveling merchants, so I didn't really think anything of it. But he's been making a lot of shipments lately. There weren't ever so many outdated machines before.
Uh-huh.
And you didn't find that suspicious? Why didn't you report it for inspection?
Yeah, like...
Well, the boxes were stamped with a Matra seal.
Why should I bother? Man, dog, come on.
Of course, I did start to wonder about the seal once, thinking that maybe they forged it or something. But you know what happened?
All it takes is just stamping a seal for people to just not give a damn about checking, huh?
A man named Taj came here and told me that he'd already inspected the goods personally and ordered me to leave the researcher alone. I couldn't question his word, could I?
Wow. Huh. Wow. Coincidence, huh?
Impossible. There must be some sort of mistake. There's no way Taj would ever...
Alright, just calm down.
No, I won't believe it. Taj is an honorable man. Someone must be trying to frame him.
Bro, you really think you know someone?
I know another Matra who works with Taj. I can ask him to let us speak with Taj.
I inspected this, trust.
As
As I've already told you, I don't have any way to contact Taj. A few Eremites showed up looking for Taj yesterday, and he met with them in his office. I was standing outside of the door, and I vaguely heard them say, "Found it." Before I realized it, the door opened, and Taj left with the group of them. I noticed that he had also changed into Eremite attire.
Bruh.
But Taj didn't come to work today, so I've also started to feel a little concerned about the whole thing. If you'd like to speak with him, maybe you can try visiting his home. He lives just on the outskirts of Sumeru City.
A group of Eremites? Could Taj really be the one making all the canned knowledge?
No way. Taj is just like Cyno.
Dog.
They're considered heroes among the Matra. There's no way that he would...
You really think you know somebody? Let's go to his home and have a look.
Fine. Looks like there's no other choice.
Hey, don't let it get to you just yet. We'll get to the bottom of this once and for all.
First stage denial. Boing, boing.
So, this is Taj's place. There doesn't seem to be anyone here.
Well, what should we do then? Do we break in?
Yes! I've been waiting for this moment. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's commit some crimes.
No. Wait, the door's unlocked. Did Taj leave in a hurry?
Oh my.
Well, anyway, we're still not sure if he's the real culprit. Probably not a good idea to go in without
Man, if you don't bust down that door. There's no other option, dog.
You're right. Even if we apply for a warrant now, we won't be able to do anything until tomorrow at the earliest. This is an emergency. I just hope Taj doesn't mind. What's this?
It's a paper full of names written on it. Oh, and a map. Nabil, can you make any sense of this?
Yes. This is definitely Taj's handwriting. These papers look like records.
It's a hit list.
These are the transactions between Taj and some
no.
other people. From the look of the numbers, the scale of this smuggling case is absolutely massive. The whole operation involves more than 300 people, including dozens of celebrities.
Celebrities?
These are famous scholars, merchants, mercenaries.
Bruh, okay, so why are they like trying to... Celebrities too? Alright, Hoyoverse, I see what you're trying to say.
I have a feeling that Cyno might be unaware of what he's up against. There's no way anyone could face such a large organization on their own.
Barbara? Barbara's involved in canned knowledge smuggling. No! Barbara, no! Barbara, no! Maybe he's aware of that.
You're right. That's just who he is. As for the map, it appears to indicate the location of the Court of Desolation. Let's take it to Cyno and let him decide how to proceed.
So, it's... Okay. Alright. So, it's like under here? Alright,
Taj
photographic
really has
memory, don't
turned
fail
on his
me.
honor and committed these terrible acts. And I suspect that he might already be at the Court of Desolation as we speak. I don't want to suspect him, but
He might be dead.
I also don't know him very well. Maybe Cyno will know what to do.
All right, we'll give these to Cyno and see. Let's go.
Might be dead by this point. Barbara comes out the house. It was me all along. What would Jean say? Barbara, this isn't you. Come on.
Well, Cyno, what do you make of it?
Taj. It's been a while since I last saw him. From what I remember, he is a straight-laced man. Although he would resort to extreme measures from time to time. He would never do anything against his beliefs.
So do you think he's the one behind all this?
I'm still not sure. I cannot imagine how devastating the incident with Mortada was for him.
Yeah.
Nor can I deny the possibility that people can change. Whether it's out of love for his son or for other reasons. We have to see for ourselves to judge him. Or rather, the person he's become.
The evidence is stacked against him now. So
that's right. It's clear that he had a hand in this case, yet he made no report of it. There's no doubting that. That's also why I need to see him.
Why?
I must ask his reasoning and judge him myself.
Why do I feel like this is gonna end up... This isn't going to go well?
Time is ticking. Let's go.
I don't feel like this is gonna end in a very good way. In a very positive way. I'm getting that feeling right now. Because Taj lost his only son, and now he's going to the court, which will either kill him or allow him to resurrect his son. But if he doesn't find anything, he'll still get arrested and probably sent to prison for life. So either way, his life is done. Rip Bozo? Let's come on now. Did I finish Nahida's story quest? No. I'm doing all of them in chronological order. I'm on Cyno's right now. I'm doing Nilu's next. I'm doing Nilu's later on this week. No rest for the wicked. Alright, so it should be around up here. Under here, right? Yeah, it's here. Thank you, Choco Uwer, for the prime. Choco Uwer. Appreciate it. Thank you. In order after the Archon quest? Alright, relax. Relax. Alright. It's better late than never.
So this is the Court of Desolation. Are there really any treasures buried here? Oh, Paimon's kinda nervous. Could it be dangerous?
Don't worry. You'll be safe with me.
Aw.
Freeze!
Scatter! No escape!
Better to do it now before Hoyo.
These walls have definitely seen better days.
I thought she.
Was there some sort of fight here?
I thought she said.
Going and see what we can find.
I thought she said balls for a second. Never mind. It's better to do it now before Hoyo has the chance to quest lock me. True.
Propagate!
Listen to this battle music. Wait, have we heard this battle music before? I've heard this battle music before. Cool. I really ain't got balls on my mind. Ball.
Whoa, is it just Paimon
It's because Ball is life.
It's not gonna start moving again, is it? Either way, we should be careful.
Sleeping scorpions. There it is. Oh my god, my eyes.
A passage! Hopefully that's our way in. That eye seems to be staring right at us.
Ooh.
This place gives Paimon the creeps. You go first.
Ooh. Oh, is this a puzzle? Oh boy. Oh god. My head's gonna spin. Oh sh. So there's these things on the side. I'm assuming we have to... Holy. Oh, this thing right here. Okay, I see it. It was hidden below it. Okay, well that's one. Let's go up there. No, we cannot. Goodbye, Moni Dane. Still better than that lopsided golem in the forest. See, there's one. What if we turn it now? Okay, there. Fine. Balls. Why is the stair missing?
Spring forth! Scatter!
Let's spark things up a little.
Cool it! Nowhere to run!
There's no chest. You know what I've noticed? They stopped giving out a lot of chests ever since the beginning of the game. They stopped giving out so many chests during these story quests. They used to give them out so much. Nowadays, you get crumbs. They said, here's a quarter, peasant.
Taj.
Ah, Cyno. It's been some time since I've seen you last. I trust you are doing well. Seeing that you've made it all the way here, you must be on the cusp of wrapping up your investigation, I presume. Even faster than I expected. Is it because you have some new partners now?
That's right. This case is nearly closed. But the most important answer still eludes me. Was it all your doing? Smuggling the canned knowledge? The research of the Court of Desolation?
Yes, it was me.
Then explain why.
That's the difficult part. Let's just say...
He sounds
I've
familiar.
changed. I've become a selfish coward who only wants to pursue his own interests.
I find that hard to believe.
Oh, really? Way I see it, every person will end up like me sooner or later. When you're young, you press forward, unattached, living solely for the justice in your heart.
He really does
But
sound
as you
familiar.
begin to age, you start to become more cautious. You know many things are wrong, but still turn a blind eye to them. I was the same. I never questioned my actions until Murtada died. I could feel the justice that I once strived to uphold slowly crumbling in my heart. I was completely dedicated to all that I did, but as I grew older, I found myself feeling alone, miserable.
Sad.
Can you imagine what it feels like to not have the will to live, but not be able to die?
That's deep.
Murtada was sent to prison by my own hands. I set myself on this painful path. My son hated me till the day he died, and now I must live with that pain and regret. I failed him as a father. But now I have a chance to make it right. A chance to reunite with him.
Okay, he's either about to kill himself or he's gonna try and resurrect him. It could go only one of two ways.
The Court of Desolation. Here lies the key to overcoming life and death. The power to even bring the dead back to life.
So, did you already find what you needed here?
See this door behind me? Behind it lies the treasures that I seek. I'm so close, Cyno. If only you hadn't arrived now, I could already have...
Enough conjecture. What has happened is already part of the past. You cannot bring the dead back to life. In the end, the treasures you seek are nothing but myths and legend.
Oof, harsh truth.
Since you're so
Damn.
sure, why don't you just let me open the door and see then?
No. I sense danger behind that door. There will be dire consequences the moment you open it.
I beg you, as an old partner, can you let me fulfill my last wish just this once? Surely you get it by now. Doing your job without mercy will only drive people away from you. I'm the prime example.
I don't overthink things. If there is only one way for me to defend my principles, then that is the path I will take.
Seems there's no convincing you. All right then. Let's see if your polearm skills have improved at all.
All right, dog. You about to get absolutely smashed. This man about...
This power is mine.
Oh, what? Wait a minute. Hold up.
Things right no matter what comes.
Surrender.
Wait a minute. Why is he not in the abyss? He could summon both of these dudes?
You stand condemned. Your penance is due.
Oh, never mind. They're just weak as hell.
Your strength.
Oh my god, this game's difficulty is a joke.
You feel it, don't you? I'm stronger than you remember. I gained new power when I entered the Court of Desolation. This is only a taste of it. Once I open the door behind me, this power will be complete. Even life and death will have no grip on me.
Uh-oh. We have to stop this guy!
I won't let you open that door.
I wouldn't be so sure. I'm afraid it won't be easy to stop me now that you're injured. Or are you ready to sacrifice your life for this?
I'll do what I have to.
I still remember when we first became partners. You were always charging forward and putting your life on the line, just like now. Even after all this time, you still haven't changed.
You haven't changed either. You left that list of names and map in your house on purpose, didn't you? You wanted me to be able to find you here. All of this.
Is he injured?
Part of the act you were putting on. What happened just now was also part of your plan. You might have fooled those on the list. But you will not fool me. I had my suspicions from the beginning, but I couldn't be sure until we fought.
There is no visual
If he
feedback
really
on
had
if he's
changed,
injured.
Your fighting style wouldn't be as it was before.
Huh? What do you mean, Cyno?
He never planned on opening the door. His true intention was...
Oh, he was just gonna kill he was just gonna kill all of us? Alright, come on.
Seems our time is running short.
That's kinda lame.
Let me make this quick then. After Mortada died, my spirit was crushed.
That's whack.
For a long time, I was hoping this reality was just some terrible nightmare. I hoped I would just wake up and be able to see his smiling face again. That is when I was approached by someone who wished to collaborate and find the Court of Desolation together. I did some investigation of my own and discovered they were part of a massive organization. People from every walk of life are involved. They are relentless in their search, pouring countless mora into secret research, even sacrificing lives in hopes that the Court of Desolation would appear.
No wonder banning the research wasn't enough. A full-scale operation was already in motion.
I'm a flesh and blood human like anyone else, so I obviously hesitated and considered it. The thought of bringing my son back tugged at my heart, but in the end, I came to my senses. I knew that I could not let myself go down that path. I suddenly came to a realization amidst my suffering. The Court of Desolation, a place that once drove people to tragedy, was still doing so even centuries later. As long as this place exists, people will recklessly seek it out, just as Mortada did, generation after generation, regardless of the cost.
So he's just gonna destroy it.
Let it be buried beneath the sand forever. Once the Court of Desolation is gone, there will no longer be anyone obsessed with seeking it out.
The damage on the wall as we saw on our way here. You're going to destroy the Court of Desolation.
That's right. I acted as if I had abandoned my convictions just so that they would cooperate without raising any suspicion. This was the only way I could find and destroy this place. But that wasn't enough. I needed someone I could trust to bring the organization to justice. The Academia forbids the research of the Court of Desolation, so they would never approve my plan in the first place. To add to the problem, the organization is so powerful that they even have members working within the Academia. If I wished to destroy the organization, I couldn't just count on the Academia alone.
How did we go from this? How did we go from like trying to bust a canned knowledge smuggling situation to saving this guy from being buried alive inside of the Court of Desolation? What the hell?
So,
I'm just realizing.
You pretended to be the one behind all this as a test for me.
Yes. I'm sorry, but now I am assured. You haven't changed at all. You are still as you always were, fearless and making no compromise. Anyway, this place is collapsing. You must leave now.
Wait! Aren't you leaving too? There are still loads of bad guys to catch outside!
His fate is already sealed. There is no life left inside him. He is like a candle with no more wick to burn.
He means to open the Court of Desolation, one must sacrifice their life.
You planned it all from the very beginning, didn't you? Risking being treated as a traitor to collaborate with them. Sacrificing your own life to open and destroy the Court of Desolation.
Regardless, I made a grave mistake by allowing the smuggling and the research of this place. Let this be the final judgment on myself. I was always so busy with work that I never made time to fulfill Mortada's wishes.
The music.
Finding this place was his biggest wish. Since I'll be reuniting with him here, I can only hope he won't have anything more to hold against me. I'll leave all those people on the list to you. Sorry for all the trouble I've caused.
There's nothing to be sorry for. We are partners. If you see Mortada, send him my greetings. Goodbye, old friend.
That music was perfect. That music was perfectly placed there. Time to go.
Dad, why are they so strict with me? I'm always the only one who gets in trouble.
Just leave me alone! Don't worry, I won't damage your precious reputation.
All right, Dad. Let's start over. By the way, I finally found.
Oh, he grabbed our hand.
I wish to pursue.
Ride.
Can't you show even a little leniency?
Faster.
Why?
That Pama could fly fast as hell.
We are Matra.
He's gone. He's gone.
Huh? The Court of Desolation has...
Disappeared.
Just as Taj said, that place had caused too many disasters and tragedies. Being buried in quicksand is its rightful end.
What about the organization?
To them, as long as there's more to be made, they will disregard the Academia's rules, whether it's the Court of Desolation or anything else. Their only goal is to make massive profits off of dangerous research. Taj may have set them back with the Court of Desolation, but it won't be long before they continue searching for another target.
Oh boy.
That's an opportunity that I will not let them have.
Maybe we'll see more of that in a part 2, if they ever actually make part 2s of story quests.
We'll help too.
Jesus.
Thank you, but you've already done enough. Just leave the rest to me. I will bring them to justice myself. Besides, I promised you that I would sweep away any potential danger. So, that's what I'm going to do. Wait for me at Caravan Rebop 4 days from now.
4 days. Four days, holy. Not used to watching me without subtitles. Yeah, it's a staple. People sit. Chilling. It's the same thing when they make passive talents level 1. When do we get level 2 onwards? In Genshin Impact 2.
We meet again. Thank you so much for all your help.
Nabil, what are you doing here?
Convicts from the desert are being escorted through Caravan Rebot, so I'm here to keep an eye on things. This should be the last group of them, so I'll be heading back to the Academia once they're cleared.
What's the situation?
The last few days have been quite the ride, but fortunately, I can say with confidence that this case is finally coming to an end.
Yeah.
At first, the mercenary groups on the list were putting up quite a fight. They made several desperate attempts to cover up the truth. However, Cyno crossed the desert and took out their main camp overnight.
Really? Damn, okay. Did all of that with off screen?
After that, people on the list started to put pressure on the higher-ups within the Academia. Everyone was on edge, and the case came to a standstill.
And? Then what happened?
Well, then we received word that Taj Rudkani had sacrificed himself on the case. The news really stirred up the members of our ranks. The Matra then moved together against the enemy. We cleared out the traitors from within the Academia and arrested all the researchers on the list.
All of that off screen, huh?
Some of them managed to get out of the Academia, but still failed to escape. The scattered criminals were captured by Cyno all across Sumeru. I even heard that someone was about to escape to Fontaine, but was still apprehended just at the border.
Ooh.
Having more than 300 prisoners apprehended for interrogation has definitely shaken things up recently.
Is Cyno alright? He didn't get injured, did he?
He seems fine, but nobody knows the real situation.
Wait, does that mean that Fontaine is close by?
He brought over 300 suspects to judgment all on his own. Among them were even some of our former colleagues.
Among Us.
Not just the criminals are afraid of him. Even we start feeling a little nervous when he's around now.
Drink water.
But even if we start feeling all self-conscious, thinking if we've done anything wrong, we're still always honored to have Cyno around. By the way, are you guys here to see Cyno? I think I just saw him walking in that direction when I was on watch nearby. He was walking with someone I didn't recognize, and then before I knew it, they were nowhere to be seen. If you happen to see him, please send my regards.
Sure thing, Nabil. You be careful too. Don't let any of those bad guys escape.
Don't worry about me. If anything happens, you can find me at the Academia anytime. Farewell then.
It's kind of it's kind of funny that Cyno is like the only Matra that has like a very distinct design to him.
Trying to single-handedly bring 300 people to justice must feel pretty exhilarating. But I can assure you this is certainly not the best solution.
Hey.
I'm aware. However, I learned something unexpected during interrogation. Apparently, someone had enticed Murtada Radkani into becoming interested in researching the Court of Desolation.
Ego.
Murtada had lived in his father's shadow all his life. Naturally,
I don't have the Giga
he wanted
emote.
to conduct research that would seem groundbreaking and significant.
Wait, I need to get the Giga emote.
After Murtada died, the organization tried to use Taj's shame regarding his son to add him to their ranks. Toying with others' minds, treating lives like dirt, and doing anything for their own interests. This makes me angry.
Fine, I understand. This is a type of trap I've been working on which uses plants. Here, take some just in case you need them next time. If thrown into the mud, the trap will grow rapidly and disperse a pollen that has a paralyzing effect. I don't have much use for the traps these days, but maybe you will and can help me collect more testing data.
Cyno! Tainari! Oh, so Tainari must be who Nabil saw earlier. Are you also here to see Cyno?
That's right. Cyno asked me to collect some medicinal herbs to treat a girl named Seemine.
Aww.
I also dropped
He
by
actually
just to
treated
check
her.
for any injuries. He seems to be fine physically, but he looks a little more lonely than I remember. And Cyno, relax. You don't always have to look so serious, you know?
Yeah.
Why don't you play more Genius Invocation TCG?
Okay.
Kale has always been a little wary of you, and your stern expression certainly isn't helping.
How is Kale these days?
She's grown a bit taller, but her grades could use some improvement. She still made many mistakes on her last test, even after I had marked all the important content in the book for her.
Hey, she just like me.
After some time, I plan on having her go outside more. It just so happens that I have something she can help me with.
Huh? You mean Kale is leaving a Vidya forest? What happened?
I've asked her to host some ad hoc lectures to teach the dangers of canned knowledge, as well as how to use it safely.
Oh, so she should be
all the criminals
she
behind
could be a
the recent
lecturer
smuggling
now.
case, there are many people who are still curious and seek after canned knowledge. So I decided to ask her to work on increasing knowledge and awareness on the topic. Please be sure to keep an eye on her.
I will.
If anything else happens, the three of you can find me in the Avidya forest. Take care.
Call it kind
I've
of
already
big.
caught those who were preparing to attack you in secret. Even if some criminals did slip through our fingers, they wouldn't know that you were involved in the case. So you can relax.
But what about you, Cyno?
It's still not time for me to rest yet. Those who died have fulfilled their wishes, but those who are alive must continue pressing forward. I've been thinking about what Taj said in the Court of Desolation these last few days. His words were not empty. People do change. and no belief can completely resist the erosion of time. I just hope my own change will come slowly, so that I can press on a little further. That way, those who see me as their superior, and those who are following in my footsteps, will learn courage from my example.
Real.
Just as I gained courage from my own superiors. And my partner.
I hope it'll make you happy, Cyno.
I'll be fine. I'm also enjoying my chat with you right now, you know?
Aw.
There are many things I feel better about once I start to talk about them. Many people want to go to the desert to offer condolences for Taj. But I didn't share details with anyone. I'd prefer to avoid revealing the location of the Court of Desolation.
True.
One day, I'll gather some flowers that grow in arid desert conditions. And then, I was hoping you'd join me in planting them on the remains of the Court of Desolation.
Aww. I would love to, Cyno.
By the way, something strange happened a few days ago.
Uh-huh.
A merchant approached me and requested that I cover the cost of a desert travel kit.
God damn it!
1,250,000 mora.
Bruh.
I didn't remember owing anyone mora, especially not that kind of amount. So I arrested the merchant on charges of provocation and disturbing the peace.
Nah! Bruh.
Do you know anything about this?
Nah!
Nope. Paimon has no idea what that could be.
Nah. Bro really arrested him. Okay. Suddenly, Dory is not a real person. Justice has been served. Ah, well. Dory, I've never heard of that name. Yeah, no. That's not a real character. Silently puts her back into the onto the bench. Okay. Well, that is Cyno's story quest. I think that was pretty decent. I think it kind of it was good at the start. It kind of started to lose me a little bit there at the end, but I think it was pretty decent. What did y'all think of it? What do y'all think? If you played this before or just watched this? Like it? Nice. Fine, not your favorite? Alright. Pretty cool, pretty solid. Yeah, I just finished the Cyno quest. Pretty cool. Loved it, it was alright. Rated 1 out of 1. Good, okay. Hate how they make the stories about NPCs. I want Cyno lore. Bro. Too much NPCs. Like dignities, but Cyno's was mid. Kind of always forgot how you go on from dealers to Indiana Jones, but you really like the ending. That's true. The only times a story quest will lose me is when they go from like, you know, one simple thing that we have to do into like, you know, going to find another thing that has to do with another thing that has to do with an NPC that has to do with another NPC. And then, like, you know, the character we're actually supposed to be doing the story quest for comes in that has relations to the NPC. You know? It kind of loses you there a little bit once it starts getting a little convoluted, but not a fan of Nilu's quest? Oh yeah, that's the next one. Yelan's quest is so bad because of it? Yeah, I've heard, yeah. I think Yelan's quest was yeah. Could have been better, honestly. Nilu's quest is next, but I'm gonna do that tomorrow or later on this week. Is it really that bad? I'm hearing a lot of people saying it was boring or bad. And I remember seeing some like Twitter posts about it being kind of mid. I saw a lot of people complaining about her being like some sort of like, I guess, I know people don't like this word, but like waifu bait kind of story quest. Or like she's being reduced to just being a, you know, oh, I love the Traveler or something. I don't know. I don't know if that's actually true. Basically another Ayaka? Really? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's not even about her? Oh, no. Wait, is it another NPC story quest? Oh, shit. Oh, boy. It's okay if you care about the arts. It wasn't memorable to you. Wasn't that bad. It was just boring. Fell asleep while doing it? Oh, damn. Oh, no. It's about the theater. Skip the dialogue because they watered down her personality. Debate club versus theater club? Oh, boys. Nerds fighting against each other. Let's go. Some representation up in here. Come on. Y'all saying it's boring? Come on, that's y'all in there. What do you mean? I'm just kidding.